CNBC Africa's Christine Mhundwa had with the former cabinet minister and ANC National Executive Committee member, that's Pallo Jordan, just yesterday. And these are his comments on the strike.
There is a backlog and a deficit that the mining sector in South Africa owes its workers who have been housed since for more than a century in the most appalling conditions, compounds, etc., etc., etc. The mining sector owes its workers that for over a century, that backlog. It's still sustained by the migrant labor system. Now, in the past, the migrant labor system was leveraged by two things: taxes and, of course, landlessness on the part of the people who worked in the mines. Taxes are no longer one of the levers to get people to work in the mines, but landlessness still is. You're not going to address that by land reform, because these are people now who are earning their living as workers in an industry. And we should, in fact, be moving in a direction where they become settled mining communities around the mines where they work, rather than moving from rural areas to the mines where they work. Now, these are some of the issues which the mining sector should be seriously looking at and addressing. But there's a reluctance on their part to do that. Now, given then that you've got this situation, the demands, the wage demands of the miners and mine workers might look very exorbitant to certain people. But if you consider what it takes to then run two households, because that's effectively what they have to do. One household at their place of work and another in a rural area where they come from. Obviously, that is going to, not going to make it if you don't earn sufficient. So that is one of the problems. Regrettably, in my view, the employers very rarely stand in the shoes of their workers and try to see things from their point of view. We are always told that wage demands are too high, but we very rarely hear similar remarks about the bonuses CEOs and managers and so on get. Those are never too high, and there is no effort ever to sort of cap those, right? Because it does sound very hypocritical. Someone get a huge bonus at the top of the ladder, and someone at the bottom is always, oh, you're asking for too much, right? So these are the problems, I think, and it has to do with what I mentioned. Unfortunate culture in the South African corporate sector, which doesn't see the people it employs as part of the same moral universe that they live in.